Alright, Hero of None here. Getting ready to start off Veteran Direfrost Keep. Interesting dungeon. Has a dungeon hell that's going to be useful for survivability on PvE builds. And an interesting storyline with our Direfrost guy here. Gonna go over top bosses and a few other things as well, and maybe some hidden areas for people who are watching the full VOD of this. First boss, T-Snatcher the Frostbound. Basically a troll that does damage every so often. Healers can keep the person alive in this for quite a while. With our set here, we're able to stay alive as long as we keep on doing damage. And most people should be able to DPS this before it actually becomes an issue here. If you don't actually have enough health to do this, or you're just running a DPS group, you're just going to have to kite it around the area. Okay, Guardian of Flame. Next boss. Your typical two-handed mini-boss. He's going to jump around the room here. Set these little round areas here. Breathe a little bit of ice. And then do standard two-handed, like, major heavy attacks. Nothing too bad. Keep yourself moving. Stay out of the red. Move on. Droda's Dreadlord. Alright. Dreadlord here, not too bad. Two-handed, etc. What you have to watch out for is the scamps. Scamps are basically one-hit bombs. Don't do a whole lot of damage to a normal veteran group. Used to one-shot people. See how much damage it takes. As you can see, they can get away pretty good now. If they ever fix this and make it harder, see there, I totally whipped that. Make sure to avoid the scamps. Kill them as quickly as possible. That's supposed to be the mechanic in here. Get your torch. Move on. Now, the apprentice. No, not that. Not the TV series here. Dog's apprentice here. Major AOE, and used to one-shot people with that, especially with the fact that it was always happening when you had a bunch of people around. See 8,000 right there. They reduced it down a bit, but he has a channel that's also kind of nasty. You can see that there. Pulls you up in the air. You can't do anything for that time frame. He does try to summon a shadow bolt or whatever from the sky that will damage everyone in the area. So you want to keep a bash on him. High DPS, kill him quick though. Should be good. And you want to hit this guy. He's an optional boss, but you do want to hit him because still, chance for Draugr and other good sets. Ice Ratchanok, the another optional boss. Really cool entrance. Ice Heart. He will summon skeletons during this fight. He also has a nasty uppercut. And a cleave as well. Oh, I forgot about these ice shards that they put in here. Yeah, that's how he summons the skeletons. Yeah, I forgot that's a neat way to summon them in. But should be able to take them on pretty easily with a good group. Just stay out of the red. Make sure you don't get too DPS happy. Block some of his attacks when you need to. Drodra, Ice Reach.
frozen soul will haunt this place forever.
Tanks, you guys should probably go more of a DPS build if you want. She ignores taunt. So most of the time it doesn't have much use to it. But you still have a few ice wraiths you can deal with. Angie is going to summon some ads here as well. Typically you want to stay out of that. Yep, a one-hit kill. You saw this in some of the earlier bosses, the Ice Heart and a few others. Spreads the damage all around. Again, she is untauntable. If you want to get somebody resurrected in this fight too, make sure you stay away from them. Or at least the group should. This is going to be a little bit of a slugfest too, I should say. So we're gonna go into our next phase. Okay, now the Ice Astronauts come in. This is where a tank comes better into play. Though high DPS, a lot of AoE. You know, I'm gonna go to the full-on DPS pot here. There she goes. Shit, she got two of them. 19k on that. I think the biggest issue for me on this fight is I do get like a little bit too... like, it gets very monotonous with the DPS race on this. And I think that's just what kills me most times here. There we go. Everyone's back up and happy, and they're dead again. Definitely want to keep DPS up. And generally, it's actually better to keep people close together so the healer can keep them up. Being too far apart here is just what kills you the most. I'm try something to move further away. There we go. As you can see, who she teleports to is extremely random. One thing you can do to help out when somebody has to get up is to move away from them. I'll still put my foot in that, but whatever. Ice Heart's mask afterward. I hadn't done this one before, so I got the trophy. Yay! So that's Ice Heart. Direfrost Keep, all the bosses. Oh, that's not Ice Heart. Sorry, that's Droda. Ice Heart. And all the bosses here. Folks on YouTube, stick around. We'll go over some of the sets. And folks just watching the bosses clip, well, there you go.